What's going on, guys? It's Nolan's Playbook. Today I'm giving you guys two hot topics. What better way to start off the NFL season with Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New York Jets? The NFL did the schedule perfect by making two players face their former teams, and Aaron Rodgers facing the Jets, who he played for 2 years, and Justin Fields facing his former team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. This was a hell of a game. It was a hell of an NFL week. My God. So, first, hot topic. Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields. Second hot topic. Sunday night football game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Let's get into it. This was a vintage game for Aaron Rodgers. This was, I'm going to bust your you-know-what Aaron Rodgers type of game. He showed up and he showed out, and he had a plan that he was going to come out of Gillette Stadium with a win, and he did it. Aaron Rodgers was 22 of 30 for 244 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers was sacked 4 times. I will tell you guys that every time Aaron Rodgers got sacked, I cringed, because you think about him going down with that torn Achilles the first 4 plays of his Jets debut 2 years ago, and every time he gets sacked, it makes you cringe. Nonetheless, Aaron Rodgers had a heck of a game. Obviously, when you have DK Metcalf, you have Calvin Austin, you have Jonnu Smith, Pat Freiermuth, the Jalen Warrens of the world. He has all these offensive weapons. He should be able to dominate, which he did. Aaron Rodgers connected on a couple of 3rd and 10 passes to DK Metcalf and Pat Freiermuth early in the first quarter. So that's what set them up for success later on in the game. You had Aaron Rodgers roll out to Skowronek for a touchdown. He had a couple of touchdowns. He had a toss pass, or a toss rush, you probably would say, to Jonnu Smith for an easy touchdown before halftime. So when you get Aaron Rodgers in a rhythm, obviously he's going to burn you. One thing I would say, the Pittsburgh Steelers had a great game plan. You have to give Arthur Smith a lot of credit. He called some great plays. The only 2 things that I'm concerned about the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game is the offensive line. Aaron Rodgers got sacked 4 times, as I mentioned. The Pittsburgh Steelers run game was not great. It wasn't great, so they need to improve on that. Other than that, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense obviously was not great either. We know that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be a great defensive team. I'm not concerned about them giving up 32 points in week 1 of the NFL regular season. It's just week 1. I'm not concerned about their defense at all. Their run game and the offensive line protecting Aaron Rodgers is what I'm concerned about. Aaron Rodgers had these touchdowns. He threw a nice touchdown pass to Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin is going to be good. This is his first year. He is going to be a heck of a player. And as I mentioned, he had the little toss throw that he threw to Jonnu Smith for the easy touchdown. The Jets had a great game plan. Obviously, we know their coach is Aaron Glenn, but you have to give the Jets a lot of credit. The Jets scored 32 points in this game. We have not seen the Jets offense look like that in years. Aaron Glenn brought over offensive coordinator Tanner Ekstrand from the Detroit Lions. He brought him over with him to be his offensive coordinator, did Aaron Glenn. You have to give Tanner Ekstrand a lot of credit for how this Jets offense looked. You had Justin Fields not only running and rushing, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. He was not only running, He was throwing darts. He threw a dart to Garrett Wilson for a touchdown. I mean, goodness. And it was a beautiful pass, beautiful throw. But in this game, one thing I would mention, Aaron Glenn is your head coach. As I mentioned, he was the defensive coordinator, obviously, we know, last year for the Detroit Lions. They gave up 34 points to the Pittsburgh Steelers team. That's not good. The Jets, one positive thing I would say about the Jets over the years, even though they've been a horrific team, they have always had a good defense over the years, especially the past like 2 or 3 years. They have had a good defense. And you add Aaron Glenn in that, and the defense wasn't good Sunday. Like I said about Pittsburgh's defense, it's week 1. I'm not concerned about them. It's week 1 for the Jets defense too. I am not concerned about them, about their defense. Their defense is going to be okay. My concern falls on the offense. And if Tanner Ekstrand is going to get that offense to play like that every single week, some of these teams better watch out when they play the Jets. You know Garrett Wilson's going to do what he does. He had a great game. Did Garrett Wilson. He had 7 receptions for 95 yards, 1 touchdown. Breece Hall, running back, he's in the contract year. So he's got something to prove. He had 19 carries for 107 yards, 2 receptions for 38 yards. If Breece Hall is going to do that every single game consistently, he's going to get a nice contract. How he ran the ball Sunday, if he's going to do that this season, he's going to get a nice contract from the Jets. I'm telling you that now. Other running back, you had Braylon Allen come in. He had 6 carries for 9 yards, 1 touchdown. Justin Fields was 16 out of 22, 218 passing yards. He was sacked 1 time. He had 12 carries for 48 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. That's pretty solid for Justin Fields. Justin Fields had revenge on his mind too, because remember, he's going against his former team that he played with last year in the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he wanted to prove something too. Even though the Jets lost this game, Justin Fields proved something. Aaron Rodgers went on record to say that I wanted to be everybody in that organization. Because Aaron Glenn, when he got the job, he is the person that cut Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron goes on to say, I want to be everybody in that organization. And he did that. One concern for the Jets that I have, they had 2 separate 9-point leads in this game. 2 separate 9-point leads in this game. In the fourth quarter, Aaron Rodgers, they stopped Aaron Rodgers on a defensive possession. The Jets get the ball back on offense, and they do nothing with it. They get no points, nothing. They do nothing with it. We all know that if you let Aaron Rodgers hang around, he's going to burn you. That's the same thing like Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. If you let them hang around, they are going to burn you. Aaron Rodgers does just that. The Jets offense gets nothing. It's a punt return. And on a punt return, Xavier Gibson fumbles. The Pittsburgh Steelers forced Xavier Gibson to fumble the ball. After that, Aaron Rodgers is back on the field. He's about on the 30-yard line. And he throws a touchdown to Calvin Austin. Easy. Pittsburgh back in front. Then the Jets go back down. They get a touchdown. They try to go for a 2-point conversion. They don't get the 2-point conversion. At that point, the game is 31-32. Chris Boswell comes in for a 60-yard field goal and makes the 60-yard field goal to win the game 34-32. If I'm correct on that. Yep, 34-32. What actually sealed the game was Justin Fields has an opportunity to run on the 4th and 3 for the first down, and instead of running, he throws the ball to Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson catches the ball, but it was dislodged on a contact on a tackle from none other than Jalen Ramsey to seal the deal. That's how this game ends. Aaron Rodgers gets his first W as a Pittsburgh Steeler, and that is all she wrote. DK Metcalf in his Pittsburgh debut, wide receiver, he had 4 receptions for 83 yards. Rookie Calvin Austin, 4 receptions for 70 yards, 1 touchdown. Ben Skowronek, 1 reception for 22 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Jonnu Smith, 5 receptions for 15 yards, 1 touchdown. So this was a great game. My next hot topic that I want to give you guys, the Buffalo Bills going against the Baltimore Ravens in Orchard Park in New York. We know that Baltimore lost against the Buffalo Bills last year in the playoffs. The fumble last year by Lamar, the drop pass by Mark Andrews that would have gave them the lead and they would have won that game. They going back to play the team that they lost to last year. Same place. Sunday Night Football. Can't get no better than that. Lamar Jackson going against Josh Allen. 2 league MVPs. We know that we're going to get a game, and boy, did we get one. Lamar, he showed up and he showed out. He was 14 of 19 with 209 passing yards, 2 touchdowns thrown. He took 2 sacks. Lamar also ran the ball 6 times for 70 yards. He had 1 touchdown. Big Derrick Henry, 18 carries for 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 1 reception for 13 yards. Zay Flowers had a heck of a game. 7 receptions for 143 yards, 1 touchdown. He had 2 carries for 8 yards. DeAndre Hopkins had a touchdown catch, a one-headed touchdown catch at that, the DeAndre Hopkins had. On Buffalo side, Josh Allen, he was 33 of 46 and 394 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack. He ran the ball 14 times for 30 yards, and he had 2 rushing touchdowns there, Josh Allen. James Cook, fresh off his contract extension, running back, 13 carries for 44 yards and 1 touchdown. He had 5 receptions for 58 yards. That's pretty good for James Cook. Keon Coleman, wide receiver, 8 receptions for 112 yards. Khalil Shakir, 6 receptions for 64 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 4 receptions for 48 yards and 1 touchdown. The thing that concerned me about this game was Baltimore Ravens. For 3 quarters, the Baltimore Ravens had this game for 3 quarters. They played well for 3 quarters. At halftime, the score was 20-13 at halftime. It was 20-13 at halftime. Going into the 4th quarter, Baltimore had a 15-point lead. It was 40-25. John Harbaugh is known for giving up double-digit leads. He's known for it. As great as a coach as John Harbaugh is, he is known for it. This Baltimore Ravens franchise, it seems like since Lamar Jackson has been there, it seems like they have been cursed at the worst time. Last year, as I mentioned to you guys, the fumble and the drop pass by Mark Andrews, when it should have been caught, they would have won the game. This game, 4th quarter, they in good position. Everything's fine. Fans are leaving. We think Baltimore has the game in the bag. Derrick Henry fumbles. All hell breaks loose. Derrick Henry fumbles the ball. Buffalo gets it back. What do? If you put the ball in Josh Allen's hands, you know he's going to go score. They score a touchdown. And you like, oh crap, here we go. Had Derrick Henry not fumbled the ball, Just get a first down or get some. You don't even have to get a first down. Just get something positive going. At that point in time, Sean McDermott is going to have to start calling timeouts. They had 3 timeouts. At that point, he's going to have to start calling timeouts because you don't want the clock to run out. But that broke the momentum. And from that point on, it was game on. It was Buffalo's game after that. In Baltimore, they couldn't do anything to stop it. One thing that made me mad is Baltimore played really conservative in the fourth quarter. Their defense was trash all night. It was trash all night. And the defense played conservative in the fourth quarter. I don't know why these teams get so conservative in the fourth quarter. It's just like watching the Falcons play. The Falcons have a big lead, and they start playing conservative, and they blow it. Or the Falcons play well in the game, and they do something crazy to mess it up and leave you scratching your head, and you like, how did we lose this game? It's the same thing like with the Baltimore Ravens. You play well for 3 quarters, and then at the end of the game, you scratch your head like, how did we lose this game? It's the mistakes, it's the errors, the fumble messed everything up. Derrick Henry usually does not fumble. He usually takes good care of the football. It's just one game. It is just one game, first game of the season. But this is not that. And that ain't this. Baltimore, y'all needed to win that game. So in y'all head, mentally in y'all head, y'all could be like, we beat the team who knocked us out in the playoffs last year. Instead, we see what happened. Scores end up being 41-40. The Buffalo Bills win on a game-winning field goal by Matt Prater. And it's like, here we go again. We're up. We do everything well. We play well for 3 quarters. And somehow, we're shaking our head like, how in the world did we lose this game? And Lamar Jackson said it last year in the press conference. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. You know what? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going through this. I'm tired of having the best team in the league, the best roster every single year. And we end up some way, somehow coming up short. And they did it again. They did it again. And this was not on Lamar Jackson. Lamar and the offense had a good game. They put up 40 points. Baltimore's defense was not good. You have to give the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen a lot of credit. They scored 41 points. The Buffalo Bills defense was not good either. They allowed 40 points. It was 2 high-powered teams and 2 high-powered offenses and 2 league MVP quarterbacks. So we expected a shootout, and we got that. Y'all know me. Y'all know that I don't like the Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson comparison of, oh, Josh Allen has done all this against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, and Lamar struggles in the playoffs. And I get all that. But at the end of the day, it's a team sport. And Josh Allen hasn't got to the Super Bowl, and neither has Lamar. The thing that just frustrates me about this whole game, Baltimore had it in the bag, and they let their guard down, and that fumble was crucial. But I won't be surprised if these 2 teams meet in the AFC Championship game, because these 2 teams are really good. Both defenses, they're going to get it together. A lot of the NFL week 1, a lot of these teams' defenses was not good. It's week 1. So we can calm down on that. With that being said, join me next week for more of It's Nolan's Playbook, and I will be back at it.